Welcome, Richard. Welcome, Richard, to another fantasy football video. I hope to talk about your top 24 running backs in week 1. And let's just get right to it. But before we get into it, I want to let everybody know that you'd be willing to answer some questions. If there's some running backs that people have questions, and you'd probably do that on Twitter. So can you share with everybody your Twitter account?
Yeah, it's R.I. It's my first name, Richard, at R.I. Santamaria. It's my last name. You'll see it underneath me right now.
Okay, awesome. And what I want to tell everybody is what we're trying to do is go through a lot of running backs and try not to talk as much so we can cover your running back, and so that can kind of help you make some decisions in your week 1. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video so that you can get all the current information about what might help you in your fantasy football. All right, let's get started.
And this is for standard leagues here. We're not doing PPR, standard leagues. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey, who's going to be hosting the Las Vegas Raiders. He's the best running back in fantasy. You got to go with him, number 1. And it's a good matchup. Number 2, I'm going to go with Ezekiel Elliott, who's going to be at the LA Rams. Number 3, Saquon Barkley. Now, Barkley will be 2, maybe 1 sometimes, depending on the matchup, but he's got a tough matchup to begin. But I'm not ranking him lower than 3. He's playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 4, Dalvin Cook, who's going to be hosting the Green Bay Packers. Number 5, Derrick Henry at Denver. You know Henry's going to get a lot of touches. Number 6, Aaron Jones in Minnesota. I like Aaron Jones. There was news this week that A.J. Dillon, the rookie drafted in the 2nd round, he'll be more of a third back. So people thought he might take away some goal line touches. It seems like he's going to get sporadic touches. Dillon is. So that means that Aaron Jones will probably get a bulk of Green Bay's carries like he did last year. Number 7, James Conner, who's going to be at the New York Giants. He is the bell cow back now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tomlin said it. You know, Conner's going to be our guy. So I like him. I think a lot of people got him late in drafts, and he's gonna do well. I have him at number 7. At number 8, Alvin Kamara, who will be hosting Tampa Bay.
A lot of people have Alvin Kamara way higher than what you got him at ranked 8th. What's your take on that?
Well, because we're looking at a standard league. Alvin Kamara, normally does his damage with receptions and receiving yards. That's why I have him at 8. I think that Tampa Bay game is going to be a shootout. So I think Kamara is going to get his opportunities. Is he healthy? That's the other thing. There are still some question marks with Alvin Kamara. So I think I'm happy with him at 8. And number 9, Josh Jacobs, who will be at Carolina. And number 10, Joe Mixon, who will be hosting the LA Chargers. Here's a note for Joe Mixon. The whole migraine thing reminds me of Percy Harvin. Hopefully it's not the case. Hopefully he was just trying to get the deal done, which he got, the 4-year deal. So hopefully everything returns to normal for him. Number 11, Austin Eckler at Cincinnati. Number 12, Miles Sanders, who will be at the Redskins. Number 13, Clyde EdwardsHelaire, who will be hosting Houston. Here's the thing with again, EdwardsHelaire. How are they going to use him? The reason why he's not higher on my list is just because, we haven't seen him yet with Kansas City. So we got to see what he has and how they're going to use him. Number 14, Raheem Mostert, who will be hosting Arizona. Number 15, Chris Carson, who will be at Atlanta. A lot of people probably think, why isn't Chris Carson a little higher than this? I think Carlos Hyde's going to get a lot of touches in Seattle. That's why I'm bringing Carson a little down. Number 16, Kenyon Drake. I love Kenyon Drake. The issue is he's at San Francisco. Tough matchup. Number 17, Nick Chubb. Same thing. Tough matchup at Baltimore. 18, Todd Gurley. I mean, how's Todd Gurley's knee going to hold up? He will be at home against Seattle.
Todd Gurley at 18. Do you think he's going to get the carries and the yards with that new offense?
Look, the question with Todd Gurley is he healthy? If he's healthy, we know what he can do. He's a dynamic back. But I think what's going to happen is that he's going to get limited touches. They're going to try to keep him healthy, right, for the entire season, and that's going to bring down his value. But he's the number one back in Atlanta right now. And, if he breaks, a couple big plays, he'll be fine. But his carries are going to be limited. At least I believe so. Then number 19, Tariq Cohen for the Bears. Here's the thing. Montgomery's probably not going to play. So that means Tariq Cohen's going to get a bulk of the carries. And he's going to be at Detroit. Number 20, Mark Ingram. Again, Lamar Jackson vultures his touchdowns, but still Mark Ingram should get a lot of touches, and that offense should be very good.
Mark Ingram at 20, I think that's kind of a stretch for you.
No, I think because Baltimore, Lamar Jackson runs a lot. He takes away running opportunities and running touchdowns from Mark Ingram. He did last year. I mean, Mark Ingram had a good season, but he just got over 1,000 yards for the entire season. So Mark Ingram's numbers are always going to be limited. He's not the guy that's going to get 20 carries and 2 touchdowns a game. He could be that guy, but not in Lamar Jackson's offense. And they will be hosting the Cleveland Browns. At 21, Jonathan Taylor. I love Jonathan Taylor. A lot of people would rather have Marlon Mack, but I think Jonathan Taylor's stock is up. Marlon Mack's stock is down. So I'm putting Jonathan Taylor at 21. Number 22, David Johnson. Houston's back, right? He will be at KC. He's been not very good the last 2 seasons in Arizona, but that was a team that had a lot of issues. Now, in a good offense with a good quarterback, well, not that Kyler Murray's not a good quarterback, but a more stable situation here in Houston, we'll see if David Johnson can return to the old David Johnson, the fantasy-friendly David Johnson. At 23, I have Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon, is he going to be the guy at Denver? We'll see. He could be a bargain too. Melvin Gordon does it all, right? He's a good runner. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. They're going to be hosting Tennessee. At 24, I have Jordan Howard, Miami Dolphins. I think he's going to get a lot of touches, and I think that New England defense is vulnerable. It's not as good as everybody thinks it is.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing with us your top 24 running backs. I hope that helps some of the people out there that are kind of making some hard decisions with their leagues, and I look forward to kind of seeing how they rank compared next week.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's see how many of these top 24 running backs end up in the real top 24.
All right. Thanks and good luck.